Hello. Yeah, it's better. So as you see it, I'm not a technician. With the mic, I'm not able to do something right with techniques. Sorry about that. So it's going to be a little bit of English. Sorry, I'm not speaking Italian. I could do that in French also, but I think it's better for everybody to have me do it in English. Thanks a lot for joining for this event. Novell Tour had started in Europe, I would say 1 month and a half ago. We have done more than 20 cities. We'll meet over 2,000 customers and partners around Europe. So I think it's a very important event. And it's the main event we've done since the acquisition of Attachment Group. During the short session, I'm going to present you what happens with the group since we have been acquired by Attachment, and a bit more insight of the Novell BU strategy. What is the value we want to put on our products? What is the value we want to give you and to your end users? So Attachment Group is classified by IDC as the 11th infrastructure software company in the world. We are doing over 1.1 billion turnover. What is very important to notice is that we got private capitals, meaning we have more flexibility on the way we want to use the money. We got more flexibility in the strategy we want to put on our product, the amount of investment on the developments, and this goes for all type of BUs. We are running a little bit of cash, meaning that we still have opportunity to invest on the market. And then you see our 4 or 5 leaders of the board. The most important for us is Bob Flynn, which is running the attachment business and the Novell business. 4 brands are inside the attachment group. The first one is the original one, doing emulation and managed file transfer. The second one is a global, is a merge between what was NetIQ, a company based on high level of manageability for Microsoft environment, and what came from the security from Novell and the resource management. So all you could know about Novell Identity Manager, Access Manager are now part of the NetIQ BU. Then SUSE. SUSE gives you a solution around the software appliance, server, Linux server, and Linux desktop. And finally, our topic today, Novell, which is more focused on the end-user computing business, all that can make a desktop works and an end-user more productive using our technology. All around these 4 BUs, there is 3 main axes that Attachment Group wants to bring to our customers. The first one is the quality of our products. Since we have been acquired, we review at Novell and most of the BU, I would say all the BU, the roadmap of our product, and we change the way we are launching the product on the market. We'll come back later on Novell products. But you've seen since the acquisition that we had a new version of Groupways, we have a new version of Vibe. Today, we announced today that Vibe 3.3 is coming on the market. We have a new version of OES. We have a lot of new flavor of ZenWorks. Everything will be present by Christian later on. But we put a lot of money to invest to give more value, add more flavor on our products. The second thing is that we change on the quality, the way we launch our product on the market. We have now a very clear process, which is we develop first the product, we test it internally, and then when we have tested internally, we name 8 customers around the world, 3 in the US, 3 in EMEA, in Europe, and 2 in Asia Pacific as lighthouse for our program. So when we launch a product, it has been tested at Novell, it has been tested in significant infrastructure of customers, and then it goes to the market. This is to be sure that when you have a new flavor of a product and you want to put it on the market, then you have something that's working really well at the beginning. We put also a lot of emphasis on the services. There is 2 axes of doing that. The first one is to be sure that you have the right competency, this type of Novell, that we put the right knowledge for our consultant. The second part is the money we invest on our partners, because the competencies on our business is linked really strongly with our partner ecosystem. So we work very closely with them, bringing them trainings on our products to be sure that they'll be able to serve you as a customer with the right level of knowledge. Then the last point we are doing for all type of our BUs is we want to be an easy company to work with, meaning that we are putting more resources on the field to support our customer. And we are talking about pre-sales, we are talking about salespeople. The best example in Europe, I would say, was Italy, where now you've got for Novell a dedicated pre-sales with Christian and dedicated sales with Joseph, which wasn't the case a year ago. So this is it for the attachment global presentation. We'll go pretty fast because we start a bit late, and I want to spend more time on the product and the demonstration than on the global strategy. Going back on the Novell strategy, what we see today as a trend on the market and make us looking forward for the new version of our products is three main trends. The first one, you all know that, is the cloud area. More and more companies looking to the cloud. Is this cloud going to be internal, external? How I manage my data? Is my data needs to be in the cloud? Stay at home? There is a lot of questions that you should have with your IT teams about these trends. Looking to our products, and you will see in our strategy, we are embrace also this strategy in order to let you control, manage all the data that were in the cloud or inside of your company. The second trend is the growing number, I would say, even not a manageable number of new devices coming on the market. More and more companies are talking about bring your own devices. More and more you've got people coming in your office asking for new devices. How this will help you, how you're gonna manage that, how you can allow all these devices onto your company in matter of security, in matter of user productivity. And the last trend also we see on the market is not a real new one, but is getting more and more power inside of the company, is that more and more we see the end user as your client, as IT manager. More and more we need to deliver as IT professional services to our end user as a client. More and more your end user are very difficult to satisfy because of these devices, because of the data they want. So this is something that as Novell company we are taking in consideration when we build our new products. So we'll talk about agile organization. What is agile organization is based on the fact that from CIO study, we see that 67% of the IT management wants to focus priority on user productivity. This brings us three main axes to develop. The first one is to deliver to these people to be able to be more productive, new way of collaborations. Okay? The EMEA way of collaboration is not, I would say, sufficient enough today. More and more of our end users are today working at home with social networks and want to have same kind of infrastructure, software, tools in their company. So you'll see during this presentation that Novell is working on that to bring you the right tool. The second point is for us, in order to get the productivity better, is the security and the way we want to manage the security. As I told you before, more and more data are more needs to be easy to be available for our end users, whatever the device they will use. And you'll see that on this part, Novell has worked a lot to bring new product. You have new presentation demonstration, I think, from a product like Filer, like print, mobility print, that helps you to access to your data, whatever your device and where you are. And the last one is also based on the data, is to enable our end user to get with the right data at the right time, take the right decision in order to put in place the right strategy for your company. Agile could be seen also on three main topics. The flexibility. Flexibility is the way to allow our end users to access to their information wherever they want, but with the right environment. Do we need to give the same access to the applications when they are inside of the company, or they are outside of the company, depending on the site, depending on the level of accreditation that the customer has? This is a topic that we need to take care of today with all this cloud and this new mobile activity coming in our companies. The second one, the transparency, is, as I say, based on the location, as I just said. Getting an end user access or have data on his desktop, how we manage them to be real efficient and really secure in matter of information that there is on the enterprise. Last point is the control and security. Control and security is how we make sure that data, which are very important for the company, stay on the laptop when they get lost, when they get stored. How we are sure that all the important information are not shared with people or stolen by people that are not allowed to get that. To answer these three topics, we've got three main markets. The first one, we are talking about flexibility, is the collaboration solutions. You see that we've done a lot of improvement on the group-wise software. We issue last version in December. We talk about Vibes coming with a new version, announced it today. We put in group-wise also the availability to work with a lot of different devices working on the data synchronizer. So looking to this strategy to get the people accessing from whatever the device is and be able to communicate, we address that with our global solution about Vibes and group-wise. The second part, and is very important for us because it was the origin of our company, is the file and print. And this market is changing because this market is not only to have data on a shore server. Today, you want to deliver easy access to this data, whatever the device would be. And you'll see with a product like Filer that today we can offer a solution that if you are with your PDA or your smartphone, if you are with a laptop, if you are at the office with a desktop, you could have one single environment when the end user will find their data and could share it with others. This is mainly important also in the printing. Coming today on our solution, you have the way to print from any devices, from any place, and makes all people more collaborative. Last point about the files, and we'll talk about that also today, is I don't know if you've got regulation in Italy about that, but we've got a solution called File Management Suite that helps you on compliance with the file. Who has the right access on the right data? Do we need today to give access to everybody? Do we need to control? Do we need to have report? This is the main topic of this product. Besides that, you have also the opportunity to save cost by using this product to audit globally your file system and see what is the age of the files and put your strategy in archiving and reduce the cost of, I'm losing the word in English, sorry, of the storage of this file, sorry. Last point, security and control. And then we go to the market where we developed the more of products. So it's called endpoint management. At Novell, it's called ZenWorks. And then we put a lot of change on this area. You've got now a life cycle suite, meaning that you have the ability to manage your desktop from the time it's arrived in the company than the time you have to change it. We have a security suite that allows you to patch your device, that allows you to encrypt your hard drive on the PC. We were talking about security early on. This is something that we see more and more in the company. How I want to be sure, for example, for my executive, that the data he has on this desktop, if he loses desktop or get lost, will be encrypted in order that nobody could access to that. And you'll see with Christian also how easy is it to manage this type of product. We bring also a new flavor like Novell Service Desk to help you to run ETL process, managing your desktop and the connection with your users. And we bring the last one, which is very important in the day-to-day business of our end user, is the mobility management. So now you've got the opportunity. I think the product will be available 12th of July. The ability to manage with ZenWorks also all type of devices, a smartphone and over product that type. So with this free component, we definitely believe that we bring the right value for you to get your user more profitable. What we could say as the best way to see it is the examples we could have from customers. I think one of the examples we had on the security, if I take one, is the way that in France, Ministry of Finance has handled security on the desktop using ZenWorks when they got attacked by Chinese hacker. The part of the Ministry of Finance in France who are using ZenWorks was the most reactive one of the whole ministry. They were able for 16,000 PC in a weekend to patch all the security issue they got, be able to install in each of the desktop a special software to spy the hackers who are trying to get information. And the last part they think, and they were able also really quickly to change at that time the right of the user. Before the attack, all the users at this Ministry of Finance used to have administrator rights. And in a weekend, we just changed with, for 16,000 desktop, as I told you, we just changed the right to a normal user, giving much more security and be able to stop this attack. This was a great success because now the French government is certifying ZenWorks as the only product in endpoint management to be certified as a level of security for the public administration in order to secure the desktop. So I hope we could do that in Italy again. All this strategy, and we talk a bit about that, all this strategy is working very well on the fact that we invest in our product, developing the value, but this is also dependent on very strong partnership with partners that are today in the room. They bring more value of our product with using their solution. You will have the chance to see their presentation today, and I encourage you to go spend some time with the people at the back of the room to be sure that you understand very well what they can propose beside your solution to make you more productive. Finally, and I think is my last slide before the agenda, you see that Novell continue to innovate on the market. We were talking about a lot of new flavor of ZenWorks, mobility devices, Novell Service Desk. We were talking about new solution around the file and the print system with Filer, with mobility print. We were talking about new version of way to collaborate with Vibes and a new flavor of GroupWise also. So it's the global value that we want to bring to you and we want to bring to your end user in order to have them, as you probably be asked by your manager, more and more productive and have a very easy access to work with the IT and work with their devices. Coming back to the agenda, so as you might notice, we've already done the registration. We've done the welcome introduction by Joseph, and we've done the keynote. We'll start by file management suite. So we are talking about how we get more compliance with the file. Then we'll go after the break to the ZenWorks solution on more on the life cycle management suite. How today can do the inventory for my desktop, how I can update the application, how I can have compliance also on the desktop. We'll have another showcase about the security suite. We discussed about that. We'll discuss about patch management. We'll discuss about full disk encryption. I think we'll spend more time on demonstration about full disk encryption. Then we have a lunch together, and we go back and come back on collaboration with our solution about vibes and group-wise. Spend a bit of time to hear about Sky Pro and Guava about what they bring as additional value on our solution in matter of archiving, in matter of anti-spamming, in matter of better communicate with GroupWise. Then we have another coffee break because we love very much coffee. And we go for Files Matter, so we will see Filer with a new product coming this July, and Mobility Print. And then we have a presentation from ECP. I think we have still 5 minutes. You allow me 5 minutes for question if you have any question about Novell or attachment group strategy. We just won 5 minutes. That's good, because I think we're a little late. Thanks a lot for your attention. I'll be there almost all day, so if you have any question, please come to me. Thanks a lot.